Hey guys, James, owner BTX, and today I'm going to talk about how to set up the rower. As you guys probably already know, rowing is my favorite way to get my conditioning in and for our clients. Main reason being is it's safe, it's very measurable as well, and also most people can't run. They haven't got the form to run. They end up injuring themselves. So this is a really lovely piece of equipment. As I said before, it's my favorite. So let's take you through about how to set it up. Most people get this all wrong, okay? So what we do first is set up the drag factor when we go on here, okay? So what we do is we go onto menu, okay? Go to more options, display drag factor. Drag factor is like gears on a bike. So every machine is actually different. Okay, the older machines, the resistance will tend to drop after time from being used a lot. Newer machines, the resistance will be higher. So to give you an understanding, 10 on here wouldn't always be 10 on every machine. That's why it's important to actually set the resistance on the machine, not by the number on the side. Okay, so usually around the 7 or 6 mark would be drag factor 130. So for most men, you want to set your drag factor up to 130. Most women around 120 resistance. As I said before, it's like gears on a bike, so you don't want too high or too low. So 130 for men, 120 for women, okay? And what you'll do, you start rowing on the machine, okay, just pulling, and you'll move the number on the side till you get around 130. So I'm just gonna move it up a bit, row again, comes up around 128, 129, which is perfect. And that's how to set the resistance. Then we're going to select the workout. Most guys and women, I set them up in 500 meter intervals. It's a very good way to start to drill in your form, okay? So what we'll do here, press menu, select workout, and we'll go to standard list. And you have 500 meters, 1 minute rest is right at the bottom. And then we go on here and press units till we end up at speed per 500. Press display, and we come up with this screen over here. When you do the 500 meter rows, you'll row for 500 meters, and then when you'll finish your 500, it'll naturally count down a minute, then you go into the next interval again and again, okay? The top right-hand bit of the screen says strokes per minute, and that's basically the speed in terms of how many strokes you're doing within a minute. So you don't want to actually go too fast or too slow. Around 30 strokes a minute is perfect for this kind of interval for 500 meters. I would say a starting point would be 5 by 500 and work up to 10 by 500. I'll do another video on different workouts we can do. Probably stick to that twice a week, 2 to 3 times a week, a maximum, otherwise you end up burning yourself out. So what we'll do, once we've done the 500 meter intervals, we'll press menu, we'll save the workout, then we'll go to memory, list by date, press the magnifying glass with like a plus in it, and you click on that and then it'll come up with a screen showing you your workout. And therefore, that's the way you can save all your data and see whether improving each time. As I said before, rowing is a brilliant way to measure from week to week to see whether you're improving or not, okay? So something we want to go through as well is technique on the rower. So most people in the gym row terribly. They're completely inefficient, they're not using the energy correctly, they're going to end up getting injured. When we set ourselves up on the rower, what we'll do is adjust the straps till we end up with the largest part of your foot, the strap going over that. Okay, so for me, it's 2 from the top. And we do that both sides. That will give you the most grip when you drive, okay? So you have 2 phases in rowing. You have the coming in phase and the catch phase. So what happens is basically when you row here, you come in, back nice and straight, arms relaxed. You drive your legs, your heels will go into the pad when you push. You push with the legs, push with the legs. As you feel like a catch here, that's when you start to pull with your arms. You pull, elbows tucked in, bring the bar just to nipple height here. And you bring your elbows in, relaxed hands here, full extension. What you want to do is lean very slightly back when you come here. Then arms, then legs, and lean very slightly forward. Legs, arms, slight lean, arms, legs. So here, just nice, strong strokes. Arms, legs, legs, arms, arms, legs. How to set up again during the week. I would do this 3 times, 5 by 500 minute rest. You don't necessarily have to use a rower. You can use a ski erg or any other Concept 2 piece of equipment, such as a Concept 2 bike. Also, if you're someone who can run, you're relatively light and can run, then you can do a very similar thing with running. With all the conditioning workouts, you want to have something I consider an indicator, and actually even with the weight training, an indicator exercise. So what would happen is you want basically a kind of 1 rep max with the rowing, which would be a 2,000 meter row. With a 2,000 meter row, what you'll do is every time you do these kind of workouts, every 12 weeks you'll test your 1 rep max, which would be a 2,000 meter row. And for running would be a 5K run. Then you know whether your workouts are working. If you don't have something to measure, you don't know whether you're improving. Guys, thank you so much for listening. Chat to you soon.